I want you to pay very close attention to what I am about to tell you. You have spent 30, 40, maybe even 45 years working your tail off. You saved. You chipped away at that 401k month after month, paycheck after paycheck. And now, here you are, standing right on the threshold of retirement, or maybe you just crossed it. You log into your 401k portal, you open up that investment menu, and what do you see? A giant, confusing wall of financial jargon. Growth funds, value funds, target date funds, expense ratios, small cap, international, bond ladders, and suddenly, a cold pit forms in your stomach. You start thinking to yourself, what if I pick the wrong fund? What if the stock market crashes the day after I retire and I lose half of everything I worked my entire life to build? Am I going to outlive my money? Listen to me, that fear is real, but taking the wrong actions out of fear is what will destroy your financial future. The biggest mistake I see people make when they are 5 years out from retirement, or already in it, is one of two extremes. Either they panic, take all their money, and dump it into a cash account or a low-yielding bond fund because they want to play it safe. Or, they leave their money sitting in hyper-aggressive, high-fee growth funds because nobody ever taught them how to shift gears. Both of those moves are dangerous. If you go entirely into cash, inflation is going to eat your purchasing power alive. If you stay 100% in aggressive stocks, one bad market year forces you to sell shares at the absolute bottom just to pay your electric bill. So what are the absolute best funds for your 401k right now? Let's strip away the nonsense and talk straight. First, you need to look for a S&P 500 index fund or a total stock market index fund. I do not care if it is managed by Vanguard, Fidelity, Schwab, or whoever your plan provider is. Why an index fund? Because actively managed funds charge you high expense ratios, sometimes 1% or more, just to try and beat the market, and guess what? Most of them fail. In an index fund, you are buying a tiny piece of the greatest companies in America at a fraction of a percent in fees. You need equity growth even in retirement, because retirement isn't 3 years long anymore, it could be 25 or 30 years. Second, you need a total bond market index fund. Notice I said an index fund here, too. Bonds are your shock absorber. When the stock market has a bad year, your stock funds go down, but your bond fund provides stability and income. That is where you draw your living expenses from during a market downturn so you never, ever have to sell your stocks while they are down. Third, what about target date funds? You know, those funds with a year in the title, like Retirement 2025 or Retirement 2030? Listen to me closely, target date funds are wonderful when you are 30 or 40 years old and you want to set it and forget it. But when you are standing at the finish line, target date funds can be a trap. Why? Because many of them hold far too many international stocks or lower quality bonds that you have zero control over, and some carry higher fees than basic index funds. When you are in or near retirement, you need to own the power to control your asset allocation yourself. Here's your actionable rule for your 401k menu today, keep it simple. You do not need 15 different funds in your 401k. You need a core foundation, a broad U.S. stock market index fund for growth, a total bond market index fund for stability, and a cash equivalent money market fund within the account holding at least 2 to 3 years of your income needs. That cash reserve is your peace of mind buffer. If the market takes a dive, you pull your monthly income from your cash reserve, giving your stock funds all the time they need to rebound. Check your expense ratios today. If any fund in your plan is charging you more than 0.20% to 0.30%, look for the low-cost index alternative immediately. Stop paying Wall Street to gamble with your life savings. You work too hard for this money to let confusion or fear dictate your golden years. Take control, simplify your portfolio, cut your fees, and protect your security.